WICR, I'm Jacqueline Falcone.
Welcome back to the morning show. We'd like to thank Jacqueline for that great This Moment in History update about Whitney Houston.
Incredibly well done piece.
Oh, definitely. So we're going to go on to some sports with John Stanko.
First, taking a hack at college basketball from last night. Newly ranked number 1 team Florida takes down Vanderbilt on the road 57-54. Second ranked Wichita State handled business against Bradley 69-49 to become the first team ever in NCAA basketball history to start a season 30-0. Sixth ranked Duke Blue Devils took care of business at Virginia Tech, that was at Cameron Indoor 66-48. 13th ranked San Diego State University took down San Jose State 90-64. The final in Wisconsin, a 69-58 win for the 14th ranked Badgers over the Indiana Hoosiers. 20th ranked Iowa fell on the road to Minnesota 95-89. 25th ranked University of New Mexico got the win 67-58 at home against the Utah State. Now turn to the NBA. Toronto defeats Cleveland 99-93. Indiana thrashes the Lakers at home 118-98. Washington Wizards take care of business against the Orlando Magic 115-106. Chicago Bulls pull a 107-103 road win over the Atlanta Hawks. Portland bears down Denver 100-95. Minnesota gets a 110-101 road win in Phoenix. Houston, behind 43 points from James Harden, takes down Sacramento 129-103. In New York news, New York point guard Raymond Felton charged with one criminal count, possession of a gun into the third degree. He posted bail. He is expected to practice today. He is expected to play in the team's game tomorrow at Miami. So the New York Knicks in some trouble there. That was John Stanko with your WICR Sports Update.
I have to say, that was amazing.
What?
This is why you and Joe D are the sports guys. That was good.
I can count 4 times where I just messed up there.
Yeah,
and I'm not happy with it.
You went faster than you even needed to be. You went nuts.
I'm used to hearing it on the radio where they do like the on the 20 where it's just like bang 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 bang. So I went too fast and I messed up.
No,
I apologize to all the listeners because I messed up a couple times.
That's perfectly fine. Let's talk about
I know Mike DeMurgis is yelling at me right now via listening to the show.
We'll get a phone call. Yeah, we're trying to get the phone to work on the board, but I think we should start implementing people who want to call in with requests. I think that would be cool. I mean, we do have a studio phone.
It's true.
Maybe we'll be starting to give that a number out.
Requested topics, if you will.
Yeah, per the permission of Mike DeMurgis. You're listening to the morning show here with me, Pete Considori, and producer John Stanko. Raymond Felton, what's going on with this guy? First, we want to trade him, which we should have. We should have got rid of him, but no deal was just put on the table that was good enough for both of us and Felton.
Mm-hmm.
But the ex-wife, is she the ex-wife yet, or she filed for divorce fairly prior to this?
I think she's the ex-wife. I'm not entirely sure. I just know that it's a really messy situation. He was not charged with any domestic abuse issues or anything.
Right.
It was only this gun charge.
Yeah, because it wasn't registered,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think he had a permit for it.
No.
Right, so that's why he got the charges. And what was it, $25,000 bail?
I think so, which he posted fairly easily.
Oh yeah, fairly easily. But I don't know what's going on. First Plaxico burst, shooting himself in the knee, or where the leg.
What bothers me about this is there's no, according to the NBA collective bargaining agreement, an NBA team is not permitted to punish a player because of an arrest. That's obviously to protect players who are arrested for something that they didn't do, obviously,
right.
in this right. But the fact that Raymond Felton is caught really, red-handed here with a gun that he's not supposed to have, kind of boggles my mind that the Knicks aren't taking any action.
Well, I guess in this situation, I agree. I think the Knicks should take they should take action against it. But I guess the NBA and I guess any sports affiliated team or something thinks, well, if the law says he's okay to come out and play basketball, why should we stop? If the law's saying, all right, who are we to say, okay, but you can't play? I mean, yeah, the guy had a gun criminally. He didn't have the right to have that gun. He didn't have a permit. It wasn't registered, and it was loaded with armor-piercing rounds. What do you need armor-piercing rounds for?
A tank's gonna come rolling down New York City.
That's what you need it for.
You got to stop the tank, obviously.
Okay, had a full clip of armor-piercing rounds. I heard it on the news. And they just let him go on $25,000 bail. Okay, so the NBA's like, well, they let him go for $25,000 bail. We signed a contract with this guy. We might as well play him. If they're letting him go off bail, yeah, he has a trial date, obviously. He needs to go to criminal court for his reading of the charges, how he pleads, and if he's actually going to go to court to plea his case or not, if he's going to take a plea deal. But it's outrageous how just everyone is just, oh, guns this, gun that, the Kobe Bryant scandal, this. It's like you're role models for these young kids and everyone that watches you, and this is the way you're acting.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Felton did not think that he was going to get pulled up for gun charges because I'm sure he doesn't walk around with the gun. I'm sure it's just in the house.
Yeah.
I think it's a little ridiculous he had armor-piercing rounds because that's just a little over the top. But it's not like the guy's walking around concealed. You know, he probably just has it at home, maybe for his own protection. Probably didn't get, but he didn't do the right thing by it. He didn't get registered, or he doesn't have a permit. But I'm sure he didn't think anything would happen. But still, even with Kobe Bryant, I don't want to get into that. But Plexico Burress shows his friend or does something, it discharges, gets him in his leg, and all these kids like, oh, he shot himself in the leg,
Yeah.
Plexico Burress.
Yeah, no, it's a problem in all sports. Frankly, I think the sports that's dealing with it best is hockey. I think they have the least off the issue, off the.
You really don't hear a lot about hockey players going.
MLB, you hear about A-Rod cheating on his whatever, going to strip clubs, and then this whole entire scenario. There are a lot of DUIs in baseball. Basketball, you got people bringing guns to the locker rooms. I think that was Gilbert Arenas who did that. And then the NFL is the most known for, I'd say, less than ideal role models, if you will.
Oh yeah, Vic.
I mean, Michael Vick. You got Ray Lewis, even though he wasn't charged. Aaron Hernandez, the most recent one.
Aaron Hernandez,
And
that's right.
Speaking of Aaron Hernandez, he just got into a scuffle in prison. He just got into an altercation, it was said.
Altercation, if you will.
Yes, so that's being looked into now. So there's a lot going on in sports that's not good. And granted, you do have the role models that everyone looks up to and that you can say are good people for kids to maybe admire. But there's also the bottom of the barrel. Which that bottom seems to be growing just a little bit more and more.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, with hockey, I'm not saying that there aren't people out there in the hockey world that do illegal things. I mean, I feel like everyone once has done something illegal.
I stole a pack of gum.
That's larceny.
I know. I stole a pack of gum. I did it in high school. I feel terrible.
Well, everyone does something illegal. I mean, you go 35 and a 30, technically you're breaking the law. Technically. But with hockey, I feel like, I'm sorry for the hockey fans out there. I'm a big hockey fan. I'm a huge hockey fan. But as a hockey fan, I think that hockey is almost like the underground sport.
The underground sport.
No,
it's
I'm
like
serious.
Fight
No,
Club.
not really. But you understand what I'm trying to say. It's almost like this sounds really harsh, but almost like the forgotten child kind of a thing. Because a lot of people focus, even when you look at a sportscast on the news, a lot of people focus on what's happening in baseball, spring training, this, that, the other thing. When hockey season starts up and they start doing their skates again, you don't hear it. You don't hear about, Ryan Callahan. We're going to talk about this a little second. I got an update about Ryan Callahan, but I only got it on Bleacher Report. I didn't hear it on ESPN. I didn't hear it on the news. I didn't hear anything. And I'm like,
I didn't get it.
Right. So the fact of the matter is I feel like there's probably stuff going on in hockey, and the people who follow it liberally, just very they're on it 24/7 are the people who know every little thing. But I don't think that the hockey people make a big deal out of it. They don't want drama. They just want to play hockey. They don't like if something goes wrong, you're off the team, you get traded, you go to Hartford, you go to this, you go to that, But I feel like with hockey, it's just a underground sport. The people who like it, and the people who don't like it, don't like it. There's no I'll watch a game. I feel like there may be a couple people like you'll watch the Sochi.
Yeah, I'll watch the big game, so I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch a dud.
I mean, even though the Stanley Cup is 7 games, people have World Series parties. No one has I haven't heard of a Stanley Cup party.
I mean, we had them in my dorm last year because all my roommates were hockey fans. So
why was I not invited?
I don't think I knew you well enough back then.
Last year,
I'm gonna be honest with you. We shared that class with Brother Smith together, and then I probably wasn't there either because I wasn't a Ranger fan. So the Rangers played the Capitals last year, right? Yeah. One of my roommates was a Capitals fan. The rest were Rangers fans. So
tough break.
The parties got a little hostile.
Yeah.
The parties got a little hostile.
I think we wound up losing to the Devils. I think we beat the Capitals and we lost to the Devils.
I think so.
But anyway, let's talk about hockey. Ryan Callahan. I got an update. This is from Bleacher Report that 99% chance that Callahan's going to be traded before the deadline.
To where?
It didn't say, it didn't specify. And that breaks my heart a little bit. Callahan is the heart of that team. He's the captain. Captain Cali.
Now, do you think you get something good for him, though?
I don't know, but I know that JT Miller was brought back up from Hartford because Zuccarello's out with a hand injury or wrist injury.
Okay.
Which hurts the team badly because Zuccarello, I believe, is our points leader right now. Maybe close to. He was the points leader for a while, but maybe close to the points leader now. But with Callahan, this is what I have to say about Callahan. He's a captain. He doesn't put a lot of points up. He'll have the assist. He has a lot of good hits. He's the morale of that team, I believe. I feel like he's the guy that doesn't produce as much technical points, but he does keep that team together. He fights the calls to the refs. He hits hard. He makes his presence. But the guy doesn't score a lot. I mean, he had one game where he had 2 goals, which was like his breakout game, like right when the rumors of trading started coming out and everything. So I'm not going to lie and say he's a great player points-wise, because I don't think he is.
He does the intangibles well. He does the dirty, gritty things that sub players don't like to do.
I feel if you're going to trade Callahan, wait till next season. Don't switch captains mid-season.
Well, isn't it a contract year for him, or am I making that up?
I think he has a contract, but I think he's still allowed to be traded before the deadline, where he's going to go to another team, where the contract's going to be bought out.
Okay.
Because he's going to be a free agent, I believe, after this season. But I think Cali, if he was smart, he's asking, I think, for way too much money for too long. He's asking for, I think, $47 million for a 7-year extension. He's not the youngest kid anymore, and he's not producing now. What do you think is going to happen in 7 years?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, look at the whole thing with A-Rod. The Yankees messed up big time with that deal.
It was great when that happened.
What was it? 10 years, $250 million?
So much money and so long, and I'm perfectly okay with it.
You're okay with it because we got a Boston fan in the house right now. But
so happy.
But the Rangers are saying, listen, we don't want to pay that money for you.
Yeah, you don't want to get trapped.
I don't even think they'll pay that money for Nash. I don't even think that'll even happen. I don't think they would pay that money for anyone because hockey is not the highest payroll in sports.
No.
I think baseball is, right? Baseball is the highest payroll in sports?
Probably, yeah, I would say so.
NBA coming close?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's no salary cap in baseball.
Right. Hockey, there's salary caps. There's, what are they called? Talent caps? I forgot what they...
You're above my pay grade right now in terms of hockey stuff.
I don't know, but it's a cap for different players too, like all-star, whatever. But he's asking for too much. I mean, he says in the interviews, "Oh, New York's where I want to be." You want to be where the money is. I mean, come on, that's every
money. Well, New York usually is where the money is. To be frank, that's usually the case.
Usually, but they're not going to pay Callahan that kind of money when he's not producing because they. I feel like the Rangers don't care if they have a good captain. I feel like they just want someone who's going to let them make points. Like, okay, get us assists, get us this, get us that, which is all well and good. But I think the Rangers have been doing well right now. They're in the worst division of the NHL. Let's be honest. The Metropolitan Division is the worst division of the NHL. Okay?
Aren't they 5th in the conference?
I think the Rangers are 5th in the conference, but they're 2nd in the division. The Penguins have close to, I want to say, 80 points right now, or 75 points. Okay, and the Rangers, I think, have close to 50.
Okay.
Somewhere. So there's a big gap between 1st and 2nd, but between 2nd and 8th...
The Rangers have 67, Pittsburgh has 83.
Okay, so then they're close to 70 then.
Granted, goal differential, plus 48 for Pittsburgh, plus 9 for New York.
Right. If you look at the rest of the division, look at the standings, it's anyone's game for 2nd and 3rd. Because it's literally 1 point away for each one. Like, if the Rangers have 67, I'm sure... Who's next on the list?
The Philadelphia is 66.
66. What's next? The Blue Jackets?
Columbus Blue Jackets, 63.
63, okay. It's anyone's game. You lose
and Washington is 63 also.
Right. So, in one game, in 2 days, when everyone plays one game, the whole standings can switch. The Rangers can drop down to 5th, and the Flyers can be in 2nd, and the Capitals can jump up to 3rd. You know, you never know. It's so close. Kenny's not here, so I can say this. The Islanders have no chance because Tavares is gone.
The Islanders have only 52 points. They are currently 3rd to last in the Eastern Conference. Only teams.
Who's last?
Buffalo with 40 points.
And
And Florida with 51.
you know who's offering Callahan the money in years he wants?
Buffalo?
Buffalo.
Aren't they? They're trying to get rid of their goalie, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Ryan Miller.
Yep.
And according to Boomer Esiason, a report released yesterday, I'm reading this off Bleacher Report now. Boomer Esiason says the Rangers have been in talks to acquire Tampa Bay Lightning winger Martin St. Louis in exchange for Callahan.
I would not mind that.
So
If we can get St. Louis, I would actually not mind that. I mean, I don't want Callahan to leave, but I would like that.
yeah, so that's according to Boomer Esiason. He's obviously WFAN 660 in the morning show.
Right.
So I mean, I've listened to the show a couple times, and he follows hockey very, very thoroughly.
Right.
So that he's probably good in his word there. So that's something Rangers fans to look at, I guess.
Yeah. If Captain Cali does go, I'm very curious, and I have to ask Bartnett what he thinks. I'm really curious of who's going to rank up from alternate captain or not to captain. I'd be very curious.
I don't know enough about the Rangers. I couldn't tell you.
You know, for the listeners out there, Richards, Stahl, and who else is Girardi, I believe, are the alternate captains. It's gonna be interesting to see who ranks up. I mean, Nash was alternate captain for a little bit when Stahl was out with his concussion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure Nash will become an alternate once one leaves.
Yeah, just a matter of time when that is, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll have to see. Maybe we'll get Bartnett on.
We'll get Kevin Barnett in here, and we'll get
Yeah.
Kenny, so you could have a full-fledged hockey conversation.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. The morning show hockey edition.
And
we
then
should do.
I will sit in that room and politely try and understand what you're saying.
politely try. Well, we only got 10 minutes left. Let's go on to the NFL real quick. Former New England Patriots tight end.
Anthony Hernandez.
Anthony Hernandez. Surveillance saw that this happened, and reportedly Hernandez and the other men were seriously hurt.
So I mean,
So
at least nobody got
obviously
hurt
it
out of
was yeah.
There were no shanking involved, based off that.
I just would love to just say this on the air. Producer John Steiger here put on the copy. Pete and Kenny go at it regarding to the return of the NHL season. I just love how Stanko literally puts on the copy, go at it, because you know that me and Kenny are just going to argue for hours
It's
about
true.
Rangers,
It's true.
Islanders, and then you'll pull in with something, and then Kenny be like, what are you talking about? This is fun. This is fun.
Yeah, no,
This is fun.
I would be sitting here in this chair, and I would just pull up a random stat to just sound intelligent while you guys are arguing. I'll chime in every 2 minutes or so with a random stat, and then let you guys go at it. That's what I was planning on, but then Kenny called out. He's too good for us.
He's a little too.
He was scared of my hockey knowledge. That's what he was.
I think so. I mean, he kind of gave you some flack about using ESPN to get some NHL updates.
And I
did
got
too.
those
I
stats
did
perfectly before he did. Took him less time, but
Whatever.
he's too good for ESPN. Granted, ESPN does not cover enough hockey. I will admit that.
Oh yeah, I don't think a lot of people cover enough hockey. I think it should be equal.
I think the way ESPN goes about it is which sport is the most popular, and that's why now
I understand
NFL
that
and
because
NBA.
it's TV. It's TV, so you obviously want viewership. But that's why I guess you have NHL Game Center.
Mhm.
People, you pay $100, I think, for the app or whatever the service, and you can watch out-of-market
Anything.
games. Yeah. All right, so let's head over to entertainment. We're gonna do an Oscars preview for you. The award ceremony is set to air March 2nd on ABC. Best Picture nominees are American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas Buyers Club, Gravity, Her, Nebraska, Philomena, 12 Years a Slave, and The Wolf of Wall Street. I've seen Captain Phillips. That's the only one I've seen of all of it. Captain Phillips, phenomenal film.
I've seen every one except for Her.
I heard Her is great.
Kenny-
Nick Rippo.
And Nick Rippo. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Ken saw it too?
Ken saw it too. Ken said it was fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the only one I haven't seen yet. I still have 6 days to watch it, so I'm gonna hop on that quick. My vote, it would be 12 Years a Slave, though.
I was going to say the same thing with 12 Years a Slave. Even though Captain Phillips is a great picture, I mean, and again, the only one I saw, I need to see American Hustle when it comes out. I don't know about... Listen, Gravity, I feel like it's so overrated. Like, the idea is great. The look of it looks fantastic. It looks well put together. Great effects. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I feel like I would get bored for 2 hours of watching two people float in space.
I saw it and it was unbelievable. It was the best science fiction movie I've seen since Alien.
Then I have to see it. Then I have to be proven wrong.
It was unbelievable. Now, I don't think it'll win Best Picture because 12 Years a Slave is a timeless piece that'll be showed for generations because it's the first piece to really tackle slavery and how brutal it is.
I'm very mad that Lego Movie is not on here.
But
it should be on there.
Lego Movie
it's 2000. It's 2014, so it should be next year.
It'll be next year.
I need to see Lego Movie.
It was awesome because everything is awesome.
I died. I could not stop laughing when I saw Batman throwing the Batarang, trying to hit the button, and he just couldn't do it.
First try.
Yeah, first try.
It was listen, I've said it last week. I will say it again. Lego Movie, now 3-time reigning box office champ.
Yeah, I want to see this so bad.
It is unbelievably
How long do you think it's going to stay? Because it's this popular, it's probably going to stay another couple weeks, right?
To be honest, I don't think there are many other hot movies coming out. It beat out Pompeii. Need for Speed's coming out. Aaron Paul is obviously a hot commodity now after Breaking Bad.
Right.
So you got to look at that.
Well,
and 300 comes out.
Speaking of Breaking Bad, the person who plays Walter White is actually one of the main characters.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, he's one of the main characters in Godzilla.
Yeah, the new trailer came out yesterday.
The new trailer came out.
Dropped.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm really excited because listen, the Matthew Broderick experiment with the Godzilla in New York City was not a victorious effort. Safe to say it really fell flat on its face, and I think that this Godzilla movie, Bryan Cranston brings his name to it, which brings it credibility.
Right.
And I'm excited for it. I just hope it does become a special effects
just to look at it. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I hope it's not a Pacific Rim, if you will.
Listen, I didn't mind Pacific Rim. I really didn't mind Pacific Rim.
I didn't either, but I knew going into that movie, I just went to see the visual spectacle of it. I wasn't going in for. I knew the story was just gonna lack.
Yeah, I gave Pacific Rim a C+. I thought it was all right.
Yeah. So best director nominees are Alfonso Cuarón.
Cuarón? Yeah,
Cuarón.
I took French, so excuse me on the pronunciation.
Yeah, for Gravity, Steve McQueen, related to Lightning McQueen. Joke. For 12 Years a Slave, Alexander Payne for Nebraska, David O. Russell, American Hustle, and Martin Scorsese for The Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, whenever I see Scorsese, I know
Scorsese. Right now, he would be. This might be the toughest one to pick because I'm gonna be honest with you. American Hustle I thought was overrated. I thought it was
a lot of people are saying that.
I thought it was a good movie. I didn't think it was award worthy good.
It wasn't as good as Silver Linings Playbook. I talked to some people and they're like, I actually fell asleep. I said, really? And they said, yeah. I'm like, everyone's so buzzing about this film, and he says, yeah. I never disliked the movie so much.
Listen, wow. I went with my girlfriend, and she walked out incredibly angry. She didn't like it at all. I thought it was still good. I thought it was still well done, but it wasn't as good as Silver Linings Playbook, and I don't think it's award-worthy. It didn't stand out to me among the rest. I thought it was good and entertaining.
I think it got a lot of hype because of Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. Christian Bale, Amy Adams, star-studded cast. Cameo by Robert De Niro. I'm not a fan of Christian Bale.
I know you're not a fan of Christian Bale. But he is a very good actor.
He's a great actor. I just don't like him. His face just gets me angry. I don't know why. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm terribly confused.
Because I don't... I feel like he's one of the... And I be definitely wrong. He did that... You ever see that outrage video he did where he's screaming at his crew?
No.
Well,
I've never seen that.
Someone told me that there was and I saw the video of him like just flipping out. I'm like, all right, everyone flips out. But just after that, and seeing him in Batman and stuff, I was just like,
Batman.
That voice. That's what just made me mad. It was just like,
I don't wear hockey pants.
Yeah, what kind of voice? Like, I understand. Okay, mask your voice, but you have to do it that badly.
Well, I think he did it on purpose because he's got to hide the character of Bruce Wayne.
I couldn't take him seriously.
I think that was done on purpose. I don't think that was done by his...
I'm not saying it was him. I know the director said, okay, do it like this. I'm not saying he just went off and did, it's artistic,
Uh-huh.
But it just made me not like him. I couldn't take him seriously.
I'm going to be honest. The Batman trilogy is probably the best superhero movie trilogy out there. One of my favorite trilogies of all time.
I agree. Don't get me wrong. I love the Batman movies. I just couldn't take him seriously.
Okay. I took him seriously. I loved it.
That's just me.
I loved it. No, well,
I get it. I get
respectfully
it.
disagree.
Trust
with
me.
you.
I get it. Why he did it, and kudos to him. But as like a fan of Batman watching, it was no Michael Keaton.
Okay, Michael Keaton was a different style of Batman, though. 'cause
I
it was
like that
Tim
style.
Burton.
But I like that style.
So you like the more of the quirky Batman. I like the real life Batman. Listen, we could both agree George Clooney as Batman, disaster.
Oh, that was a disaster.
God,
100%.
awful, abysmal.
100%.
Listen, I thought Christian Bale. I would be willing to say Christian Bale is the best Batman I've seen. I think he's fantastic.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I do like the quirky Batman a little bit better because I feel like, yeah, he's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but he could still, like, beat up a bad guy in 10 seconds. You know, like...
I like the 60s Batman. Bang, pow, pop, whack.
All right.
Good. There's... Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. I love that line from the movie. And in terms of Best Director, I am going... This is really tough. It's between Alfonso Cuarón and Steve McQueen for 12 Years a Slave, in my opinion. I'm going to give the edge to Steve McQueen just because 12 Years a Slave was so brutal, and he had the courage to make it that tough to watch, and he made it work. So that's why I'm going to give the slight edge to Steve McQueen for Best Director.
I can't really comment because I haven't seen these movies. So, sorry, guys. Best Actor, Christian Bale, American Hustle, Bruce Dern, Nebraska, Leonardo DiCaprio, The Wolf of Wall Street. I am sorry. Can you say this next one?
Chiwetel Ejiofor, I think.
Okay.
I'm
12
honestly
Years a
not
Slave.
sure either.
And Matthew McConaughey, Dallas Buyers Club. I don't know. This is a tough one. I mean, everyone's saying Leo because...
Listen, everyone says Leo because they want to see him win one.
Not because he's the best actor, but because... Oh, don't get me wrong. Great actor.
Oh, he is a great actor. Listen,
He's great.
Wolf on Wall Street might have been his best performance ever, but again...
The Great Gatsby, I didn't think he'd be able to pull Gatsby off. Phenomenal performance.
I really dislike Great Gatsby.
Really?
I'll tell you right now. I gave it a D.
Really?
I walked out of that theater incredibly unhappy.
I like that movie.
I respectfully disagree with your opinion.
I don't know.
I respectfully disagree with your opinion.
I don't know, Stanko.
I'm sorry.
This is
I'm sorry. I didn't like him, but listen, Leo in Wolf of Wall Street was great. He was an outrageous character, and the movie was outrageous, but it worked. But listen, this one, I'm going to go with the movie probably not many people have seen. This is Matthew McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club.
yeah, I really never.
It's about It's about a homophobic redneck who hates gays. He gets AIDS, and then he transforms into someone who helps out gays. And
is this the movie that stars the guy from 30 Seconds to Mars?
I don't know. I never seen 30 Seconds to Mars.
No, he's the it's a band.
Oh, Jared Leto?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Jared Leto. See, obviously, I don't know the music. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, Jared Leto's in it, and he's nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Right, yep, there he is.
So, listen, I'm going to give this one to Matthew McConaughey. Listen, it's Leonardo DiCaprio is my third pick. Because after this, it would be 12 Years a Slave. They're the main actor, 12 Years a Slave. He'd be my number 2, but I got to give it to Matthew McConaughey. It's his year. He had a phenomenal year. Everyone go see
New show.
And a new show. I've not watched it on HBO, but reviews are fantastic. True Detective.
True Detective, that's right. I was gonna say True Grit, but I'm like, no, that's a movie.
That's
with Jeff Bridges. I ain't no.
The original with John Wayne.
That too, right?
But Matthew McConaughey, and if no one, I'm gonna do a PSA announcement. Everyone go see the movie Mud, starring Matthew McConaughey. It is an unbelievable film. Reese Witherspoon also stars in it for a short while.
Right.
It has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was the highest rated movie of the summer, and in my opinion, one of the top 3 movies of this year. And it is not anywhere on the Oscars.
Yeah, what's
at
up
all.
with that?
So everyone go see Mud. It's not as good as Dallas Buyers Club because listen, Matthew McConaughey, this was his pet project. He put his heart and soul into this performance, and it shows. But everyone go see Mud, and everyone see Dallas Buyers Club because Matthew McConaughey, in my mind, should win Best Actor.
Definitely. Best Actress's nominees is Amy Adams for American Hustle, Kate Blanchett for Blue Jasmine. Blue Jasmine,
Woody Allen. She is the knockdown favorite.
Sandra Bullock in Gravity, Judi Dench in Philomena, and Meryl Streep, August, Osage County.
Listen, Kate Blanchett is the knockdown favorite in this one. If she doesn't win it, it'll be a shocker, and deservedly so. No, nothing else to say about it. It'll be a shocker if she doesn't win.
Yeah, like I can't. I wish I saw all these movies, but I really can't comment because I would just be going in blind.
You need a movie. You need a movie vacation.
I need a lot of things. Best Supporting Actor. Oh, jeez.
Bakadabi.
Yeah, is that the guy who plays the
He plays a Somalian
Somalian
pirate. I don't know if
Okay.
that's how you pronounce the name, but that's my
Yes,
guess.
for Captain Phillips, Bradley Cooper for American Hustle, Michael Fassbender. I love him. He is a phenomenal actor.
He is.
And rumors are, and you'll like this one, that a new movie coming out in 2015 called The Piece of Eden. And I think I know your
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. He's supposed to be.
He is playing. He is playing
Ezio.
Yes, he is playing Ezio.
Phenomenal.
I'm
I
excited.
cannot. I've been waiting for an Assassin's Creed movie.
I'm interested to see how they'll make it because that's
Yeah,
a really.
I hope
in-depth
they don't.
video game.
I hope they don't mess it up like they did with Prince of Persia.
I agreed. That was a disaster.
They better take their time with this.
Disney botched that. one.
Jonah Hill for The Wolf of Wall Street and Jared Leto, Dallas Buyers Club. Did he gain his weight back, Jonah Hill?
Yes, he did.
Just a little bit, right?
Yes, he did. For this category, it comes down to Jared Leto and Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender, as an evil Bible-preaching slave owner, was unapologetically evil, and that's why I got to give it to him.
He plays a good villain.
I love a great bad guy. You can ask anyone. Listen. Sometimes a bad guy is better than a good guy. Like Silence of the Lambs. I love that movie because of Anthony Hopkins. No other reason. He's a great bad guy.
I like the Batman with Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger to the Joker. Another great bad guy.
I think that was a great bad guy.
For a good movie, you need a good antagonist.
Oh,
And
you
I
need a
think
great protagonist,
people-
good antagonist.
No,
all the
listen.
time.
I think antagonist is more important. I'm in the firm belief you need to have a good antagonist in a movie
Okay.
to make a movie entertaining.
Yeah, I can
Because
agree with
everyone
that.
casts that lead role saying, "Oh, here's the protagonist. You gotta make him good."
Yeah.
Wanna know what made Skyfall so good? The antagonist was
Right.
Diabolically evil.
Yep.
So that's why you need a good bad guy in films, and that's why I am sticking to my guns and my values, and that's why I'm going with Michael Fassbender as the evil slave owner in 12 Years a Slave.
You heard it first here on WICR Morning Show. Best Supporting Actress, Sally Hawkins in Blue Jasmine, Jennifer Lawrence, American Hustle, Lupita Nyong'o,
Yes.
I tried, 12 Years a Slave, Julia Roberts, August Osage County, and June Squibb.
June Squibb,
Nebraska.
I want to say for her performance, she was fantastic. I think she deserves a lot of praise for what she did. Nebraska, a very unique film, but very entertaining if you could sit through it. It's a very meaningful film. A dark horse for this one. Listen, first of all, Jennifer Lawrence does not deserve to win for American Hustle. Her name is on the ballot. If she wins, I think it'll be only for her name. There was only really one scene where I thought I really enjoyed her being in an American Hustle. Otherwise, I thought she was just another piece of a great cast. I didn't think she stood out. Sally Hawkins in Blue Jasmine was really, really good alongside Cate Blanchett. And I don't think not many people saw that movie. She deserves a lot of praise, but I'm going to go with Lupita Nyong'o from 12 Years a Slave because, again, such a brutal movie. This was the best movie of the year. And alongside, she felt the wrath of Michael Fassbender more than anyone in the movie. And that's why you can give both supporting nods to 12 Years a Slave.
Okay, there you go, 12 Years a Slave. Best Original Screenplay, David O. Russell and Eric Warren Singer for American Hustle, Woody Allen for Blue Jasmine, Craig Borton and Melissa Wallach for Dallas Buyers Club, Spike Jonze for Her, and Bob Nelson for Nebraska. I'm just by seeing everything, I want to say Her.
I'm going to too. I haven't seen Her, but from everything I've read, it's the most unique movie made in years, and it takes courage to make that, to come up with that idea as well.
Yeah, everything that Woody Allen's been facing right now.
That's true. That's true. He's in a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah, he is, and that unfortunately might affect the votes from the Academy.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Best Adapted Screenplay, Richard Linklater, Julie Delpy, and Ethan Hawke for Before Midnight. Before Midnight, what movie? Was that an independent? What was...
It was kind of an independent movie. It's the last of a trilogy, a romantic trilogy. I believe it's Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, Before Midnight. They're spread out a long time over the years.
Okay.
Listen, it's a great romantic movie because it's real, and it's
Okay.
not a romantic comedy. It's purely a romance. So it's heartbreaking at times. It's uplifting at times. If you want to cry, Before Midnight is a good option.
There you go. Billy Ray, Captain Phillips, Steve Coogan,
I think so.
and Jeff Pope for Philomena, John Ridley for 12 Years a Slave, and Terrence Winter for The Wolf of Wall Street.
This is where I gave it to Wolf of Wall Street. To create that screenplay they went over the top on everything, and they made
It's a long movie, too.
It's 3 hours on the dot, 3.0 hours, 180 minutes. But it's 180 minutes of full throttle drugs, sex, alcohol, everything you
Sounds like a
don't
party.
want, anything you don't want your child to see.
Right. Do not bring your child.
Oh God, do not go see it with your parents either.
That must be very awkward.
That's why I'm gonna give it best adapted screenplay. I'm gonna give it to Terrace Winter and The Wolf of Wall Street.
All right, there you go. You hear it on WICR's morning show. You can listen to us live on Newsstream.com and Live365.com by searching WICR. You can like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/WICR Iona College Radio. Follow us on Twitter at Iona WICR and look at us at YouTube. Previously recorded shows, including this one, YouTube.com/WICR Gales Radio. Don't forget that John Stanko is on the morning show every Wednesday morning at 9, and also Monday nights with Anthony Carlo, and Tuesday nights with Kevin Barnett for the BS Report. And you can catch me on Full Metal Attack with Nick Rippo tomorrow night at 6:30 for your hour of metal. Any last words before we depart?
Happy Hump Day. Hump Day!
John Stanko, everyone. Thanks for listening in. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9, hopefully with Ken.